Losing 25 kgs of fat when I was around 15 to 17 years old did not make me look any better. Okay, so from the age of 15 to around like 19, I went on a strict keto diet. I can count on both on my hands of the number of times that I've cheated on a diet by eating like rice, pizza, whatever the fuck. But I lost a lot of weight, yes, but I did also leave some like loose skin around my body. Before it was on my arms, but I've like built up my arms and just made more muscle there since then. So loose skin from the arms are gone, but there's still some loose skin on my stomach, which I've hired a PT for, and he's gonna like teach me how to get rid of the loose skin. Apparently, his answer to for me to get in shape again was to like cut further. Okay, but I'm gonna be a student and I'm just gonna listen to him mindlessly and see what I get from it. Okay, and just try it. But for you, if you have cut down a lot from being fat like I did, you must feel like you lost a lot of muscle, lost some muscle, I guess, lost a lot of fat, which is good, but you don't have the like fucking perfect V type or V shape. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Well, to get the V shape, you're gonna need to train the muscles that are in the V shape, that give you the V shape, right? Which are the aesthetic muscles, which I've previously mentioned again: the neck, traps, lateral delts, the lats, upper chest, abs, and your glutes. You're gonna need to train those things. But to actually build up those muscles, you need to bulk. And I watched a course on bulking. It said that don't try to sculpt a pebble, become a boulder, then sculpt. What do you mean by this, sculpting a pebble? So if you try to sculpt a pebble into the perfect shape, it's a bit hard. But if you had a massive boulder to go and sculpt it, it will be easier, right? So by this, what I want you to do is that become a boulder first after you have cut down from being fat. Become a boulder, become a ball of muscle, then cut, then sculpt, then focus on the muscles like the aesthetic muscles and add in more sets to those such that they will not go away when you cut down, that they will still be developing, they will still be growing when you cut down. Like I did this, I went from all the way to like 80 to 85 kilograms all the way to 95 kilograms on my bulk, I think, which was this year around June, July. It was called the winter bulk by me. And I got very strong, very big. And I'll just tell you about the benefits and like how it positively changed my life. I certainly got the halo effect. Halo effect is that if you look better and you feel better about yourself, therefore you have a better body language, people will treat you better. And if you look better, people generally assume that everything else in your life is also going better and they will treat you better. So I had the halo effect. I got more respect from guys and women were just more receptive to me overall. Like the nightclub, when I had really cut down from being fat just before coming to Australia, nightclub then, in the nightclub, like I would be pushed around and not be elbowed, but it would be hard for me to like maneuver around the nightclub. I would just have to like slither past the people who are like groping each other, but just it's kind of awkward when I was skinny and stuff. But right now, in a nightclub, it's just be easier for me to move around. Like I could ask people to move out of the way, and people will actually move out of the way. Like guys, big dudes, big black dudes in the nightclub, they respect me, since bigger guys in general have just mutual respect for each other, since that again because of the halo effect. Not gonna lie, it makes it easier for you to get laid as well. But even if I do get into fights, I am more likely to come out safe just because I can take the hits. And when you're a skinny piece of shit, it's harder for you to take hits and still come out safely. And people will also think twice, thrice about picking before picking on you when you get bulked up and you become a ball of muscle instead of just being fat. Your body language improves such that your chest is up, your shoulders are back, and you're just following the first fucking rule of life to have your chest back and shoulders up, chest up and shoulders back. You're following the first rule of life. You seem that you're like higher up in the social hierarchy and people treat you better. And since people treat you better, you get more opportunities. you feel good about yourself, a positive momentum starts going on, and your life improves. So bulking up helped me with that basically. While I was skinny and shit, I probably came off as a bit socially anxious and clingy because I didn't used to have the self respect that I do right now. But bulking up gave me more self respect and kind of gave me the opportunity for the first couple of times to say fuck off and no to the situations and the people that I didn't like, which made me less clingy. And when you're less clingy, girls like you more, guys respect you, and yeah, because you're being your authentic self without being scared. Why? Because you have bulked up and you respect yourself. Like people are now nicer to me in general than before. Before I had bulked up and was still skinny from after cutting down a lot. And the progression in the gym for me has been really good, such that I'm able to hit a new PR every single week. And of course, the breakup gains earlier in the year did really came in clutch and like really helped me. And yeah, got a lot stronger from that. Like it felt good to be big. Like now that I've like started cutting again after my bulk, my V taper comes out somewhat, and yeah, my bicep vein is out there. I don't know if you can see it, but bicep vein comes out even on rest days, which is good, which I like. And I would tell you to cut down if you're a fat piece of shit, and if you already became skinny after cutting down from being fat, or you're skinny or skinny fat to start with, you need to start bulking again. Like you want to be able to like pick up girls caveman style and kiss them right there, right? You want to be able to do that. You need to bulk up for that. Like you want to be able to like pick her up in using your own fucking biceps and just play chess with her, right? You need to bulk up for that. Okay, I'll teach you something. There's something called sexual dimorphism. What is that? Sexual dimorphism means the differences between two genders in a species, such that, for example, primary sexual dimorphism in humans is that just the sexual organs. Females have a vagina, men have penises. Okay. Secondary sexual dimorphism means you just having more facial hair and having other manly characteristics, like the V taper is a sexual dimorphism, and the hourglass is another sexual dimorphism. But in chimps and in humans, males are generally larger, and that's also a part of sexual dimorphism, such that a larger guy is more masculine. Simple. A larger, more muscly guy, like Dwayne Johnson or something, just have that archetype in your mind, is more masculine than a skinnier guy. Why? Society also respects these guys. Why? Because they are simply able to provide more physically. Like it's the same case with like shorter guys and taller guys. Society values taller guys more, even if you can't control it, because they're physically able to provide more. And when they do get the societal support, they also get more career opportunities. This will allow them to like financially also provide more to society. The more masculine you are by being larger, the more feminine woman you'll attract into your life, which makes sense, right? Masculinity, femininity is like two poles of a magnet which are attracted. Since you're closer to one pole by being more masculine, by being more bigger, you'll attract the polar opposite. Like the alpha chimp in the tribe, in the whatever, usually has a harem of females around him. And since we also share like 98% of our genes with them, wouldn't you think being like the alpha chimp, being bigger than the regular dude, will also get you more attraction from women? Wouldn't you think that? Like you will also start loving yourself. When I do fill out t-shirts that I like, I feel good and I feel strong and big, and I can pull up my sleeves to like show off my bicep to the people, and it feels good to me, and I start loving myself. And I have a newfound baseline 24/7 when I look myself into the mirror and just feel so fucking good about myself. A newfound baseline. Do you know how much of an advantage is that? No matter what you're going through your life, like a breakup, family problems, anything, that's the one thing you can fall back on. Oh, the gym, my physique, that's going good. I'm proud of myself because I did that. That is a win. That is a W. That's the one W you have, which you carry around 24/7. Your money, it will come and go. Your physique is gonna stay there. it is very important that you get this W earlier on in your life, such as that you'll carry it throughout it. It's just the advantage that you have. Like if you had a chessboard in front of you and one move gave you the checkmate, or one move that gave you a competitive advantage, wouldn't you take it? Like I'm happy to have built this frame up, and I want you to comment down below if you want to book or cut. Maybe put up a picture there and I'll help you through it.